Good morning, Geometry Honors students. So today I would like to talk about sections 2.4. This one's supposed to be 2.4, so this one again. So utilize that from the other part of the lesson, of the other textbook there. Algebraic proof. Okay, so let's take a look at that. So here's some of the warm-up problem you guys can do. So solving for the variable, it's all linear equation. Okay, so here's the solution. You guys can check your work. Okay, so the objective for the lesson today, so review properties of equality and use them to write algebraic proof. Identifying properties of equality and congruence. So proof. So anytime that we deal with the proof, so that means it's an argument that uses logic, definition, property, and previously proven statement to show that a conclusion is true. So an important part of writing a proof is given justification to show that every step. So here's some of the properties. So addition properties of equality. So let's say that you add the same number on both sides of the equation. Subtraction property of equality. So let's say that you subtract the same number C on both sides. Multiplication property, similar, multiplying the same number. Division property, divided by the same number. But keep that in mind that C cannot be 0 for this. And this one, those are the special properties. Reflexive. So anytime that you see the single element, A equals A, so that's a reflexive property. Symmetric properties of equality, so A equals B, so then B equals A. So two elements. Transitive properties, so that involved with three different elements. So if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. So A, B, C, so that's what I mean by those three different elements. And then substitution properties of equality. If A equals B, then B can be substituted for A in any expressions. So this one is just like a replacement substitution. So remember that the distributive property states that A times the quantity of B plus C is the same as A times B plus A times C from algebra. So now let's set up the two-column proof for this one. So two-column proof, the left-hand side, it's always the statement. The right-hand side, it's always the reason or justification. So started with the given. So 4m minus A equals negative 12, given. And then you want to add A on both sides, addition properties of equality. And then after you simplified it, so we got 4m equals negative 4. And then divided by 4 on each side, so we do have m equals negative 1. So divided by 4, division properties of equality, and then simplified it, so m equals negative 1. So here's another example you guys can try. So again, two-column proof. So set up the statement, the word that I need to show on the left-hand side for the column, and then the right column, so you want to show all the reasons. So what's the temperature of degree of Fahrenheit when it's 15 degrees Celsius? So solve the equation F equals 9 over 5C plus 32 for Fahrenheit and justify each step. So understand the problem. So this one is showing the work. So start with the given, make a plan, and then solve. So start with that. So given equation. So F equals 9 over 5C plus 32. And then this one right here, plug in a number. So plug in 15, and then after that, so you want to evaluate, simplified it, so 9 over 5 times 15, then that'll be 27 plus 32, simplified it once again, so the temperature would be 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so you can always check your work by plugging the number back to the original equation. So here's another one. So quite similar to the one that we did. Okay, so now here's another example. So kind of like a geometric proof. So this one, write a justification for each step. So you want to show that the segments. So solve for x. So one thing that we notice, NO equals NM plus MO, segment addition postulate. And then what we found here, so 4x minus 4 equals 2x plus the quantity of 3x minus 9. Substitution properties of equality. And then simplified it, so we do have 4x minus 4 equals 5x minus 9. And then solve for x. So this one basically combined the like terms, subtraction properties of equality, because you want to subtract 4x on both sides. And then after that, using addition properties of equality. So add 9 on both sides. So here's another one. So angle addition postulates. Combine that angle ABD and DBC together according to the diagram, ABD, DBC. So once you combine it, then that will be considered angle ABC. And then using substitution properties of equality, so AX equals the quantity of 3x plus 5 plus the quantity of 6x minus 16. Combine those like terms, simplify, so we do have AX equals 9x, because 3x plus 6x. So 5 plus negative 16, so negative 11. And then subtract AX or 9x on both sides, so subtract 9x, so AX minus 9x, then that'll be negative 1x. So that equals negative 11. And then multiplication properties of equality, multiply both sides by negative 1. Okay, so again, all those special properties, reflexive properties of congruence, so segment EF is congruent to segment EF. Symmetric properties of congruence, so if angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, that means angle 2 is the same as angle 1, congruent. Transitive properties of congruence, if figure A is congruent to figure B and figure B is congruent to figure C, then figure A is congruent to figure C. So for example, so like segment PQ is congruent to segment RS, and segment RS is congruent to segment TU, then segment PQ is congruent to segment TU. Okay, so transitive properties. So again, reflexive, it's just one single element. Symmetric, 2 different elements. Transitive, 3 different elements. 3 congruent elements, so that's what I'm supposed to say. Okay, so anytime that I see that squiggly line with the equal sign, that means congruent. Okay, so here's more examples. So the first one obviously is what, reflexive. Second one, so the second one will be symmetric, and then the third one, so 3 congruent elements, so then that'll be transitive. And then the last one single element, so this one is just considered reflexive. Okay, so more properties with the examples, so pretty similar to what we've been doing. So here's just a lesson quiz, so things I can practice with homework. So statement, reasons. Again, solving for the variables, statements and reasons. And then state a special property. Transitive, reflexive, and symmetric. Alright, so thank you for watching the video today. So any questions that you have or any comments that you have, so you guys are more than happy to put in comments, questions on my video. So you guys do like the channel, so please subscribe it and also refer to your friends. Okay, so I'll see you guys all next time. Take care.